Hey guys, so before I get into today's video, I just want to let you guys know that I am uploading episodes for my Kingdom Hearts 3 Let's Play. I upload 2 30-minute episodes every single day, so if you guys want to go check those out, that would be amazing. If you find that you are enjoying them, please subscribe and hit the bell button so you guys are up to date and notified whenever I upload the next episode. I had a lot of fun making these, and I really hope that you guys check them out and enjoy them just as much as I enjoyed making them. So yeah, with all that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Hello everybody and welcome to the video. So just before I get started, I do want to warn all of you, although you know why you clicked on this video, I will be discussing the Kingdom Hearts 3 ending. There are going to be massive spoilers ahead. I'm not only going to be talking about the ending of the game, but I will be going deep into detail and I will be narrating over cutscenes from the actual ending. So you guys have been warned. Once again, there are massive spoilers ahead. So if you do not want to be spoiled, please click off of the video. And yeah, so if you guys are okay with that and you do want to hear what I have to say, then let's get right into it. Kingdom Hearts 3 has been a game that a lot of people have been anticipating for years and years and years. Although the game got revealed back in 2013, a lot of us have really just been waiting since the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. Now, everything that's led up to this point through all the other installments throughout the years have led up to this moment. Will the game look good? What will the music be like? What will happen? Will Xehanort actually be defeated this time? Will there be another Xehanort? All these questions have been buzzing around, and a lot of people have been speculating what the ending could potentially be and what will happen. However, as we all know, Kingdom Hearts 3 actually ended in a way where a lot of people were sort of skeptical and a lot of people had mixed feelings. However, I feel like a lot of people are talking a lot about the bad and not a lot about the good. So I figured I would sit down today and I would go over the ending of the game and really discuss it and dive into it and just talk about whether or not I actually liked it. Was it a good ending or was it a bad ending? Let's find out. So I figured I would start the video off with everything that I thought was good about the ending, since obviously all of the good outweigh the bad. There are much more good and positive things that I thought about the ending rather than the things that were bad about the ending. First off, I thought that the ending actually did give the viewers and the fans a lot of closure. I thought that a lot of things came together and it really did answer a bunch of the questions that we did have, although it did not answer all of them. I also thought that the final battle between Xehanort, Sora, Donald, and Goofy was epic, and also just the fact that Donald and Goofy were there just sort of to begin the journey with us and then to end the journey with us was really something that I thought was great. And although a lot of people did speculate, someone from the Guardians or somebody else would, be fighting Xehanort with Sora, I did really love that it was Donald and Goofy, and I thought it was an excellent touch. Now, one of the moments of the ending that really did stand out to me was when Eraqus actually ended up temporarily returning, and he actually spoke to Xehanort to sort of calm him down and to sort of tell him, look, it's over, and, that's that. I am a huge sucker for the Birth by Sleep trio, the Wayfinder trio, whatever you want to call them. I love Terra, Ventus, and Aqua, and they're some of my favorite characters in the franchise. So obviously, seeing them reunite with their master temporarily and seeing that emotional moment where they all hug him and they're all getting emotional, that was one of the many times where I got emotional, but it was one of the times where I was actually having an emotional breakdown. I was choked up, and I really could not contain myself, and I actually almost burst into tears. Now, a lot of people did speculate that the ending of the game would be emotional, and of course, we were all right. Speaking of getting emotional, the entire ending was emotional, especially that scene when they end up back on Destiny Islands, and then before that when everybody's kind of going home and everyone sort of has their happy ending. It really hit me in the feels, and it was everything that I hoped that the ending could have possibly been in terms of, making me emotional. Also, I do have to mention that the visuals were absolutely stunning. I remember when I was a kid and my brother and I were playing Kingdom Hearts 2 and we just would watch the ending over and over again, we would always say that we wanted the game to look as good as those cutscenes. We wanted actual in-game rendered cutscenes of something that was sort of like the CG opening, the CG ending, all that stuff, and that's exactly what we got. Visually, this game was 10 out of 10, and I cannot be happier with how the game overall looked. Not only the visuals, but the music was absolutely outstanding. Between the final battle with Xehanort and then playing Hikari while everybody's sort of going back, it gives us sort of that little nostalgia trip, that throwback to basically when we beat Kingdom Hearts 1, since that's Kingdom Hearts 1's theme song. It sort of made you realize, wow, like the journey is really over for a lot of these people. This is a lot of resolution. It's really giving you that feel with like, wow, like we're back, everybody is happy and everybody's good, and it was just, everything was perfect. And then leading into Don't Think Twice sort of reminded you that, look, this is Kingdom Hearts 3. Everybody is coming together. And it was just so well put together, in my opinion, where I couldn't deal with it. Honestly, I was so happy. It was great. While we're still on the topic of visuals, I do want to point out that I also did really love that we finally got to see Lee, Xion, and Aiza's new outfits when they came back to Twilight Town, and it was just so nice to actually see them in clothes other than the organization coats. I don't know, that's just something I had to point out. So as I mentioned earlier, the theme of resolution was very apparent. It wasn't entirely apparent, and I will get to that when I talk about the negatives, but the theme of resolution was definitely there, and it did feel like there was a lot of resolution within the game. It really gave me a lot of hope for the future of the series, and it did leave the future for the series wide open. It definitely shows when it comes to the epilogue and the secret movie. However, I will be doing videos on each of those separately, and I will be talking about them and what I thought about them as well. Overall, there are a lot of solid positives to the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3, and I am genuinely happy. However, of course, with everything that there is in this world, there are some negatives that I do need to discuss, and there are some things that definitely I did not like when it comes to the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3. So one of the most common bandwagon opinions when it comes to the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3, which I actually agree with, is the fact that Kairi came back and Sora is gone. Obviously, it is implied that Sora used the power of awakening, and he used it incorrectly. He was warned many times by a bunch of different people that he cannot use the power of awakening in the way that he was using, which is to find hearts rather than to awaken them. However, this wasn't really explained very well. So here's the thing, my problem with the game isn't that Sora didn't come back, honestly. I didn't think that was a bad thing at all. I knew that something was going to happen with somebody from Destiny Islands, whether that was Kairi or whether that was Riku or whether it was Sora in this case, but I just think that what happens when you incorrectly use the power of waking definitely needed to be explained. If they had explained what happens when you use the power of waking incorrectly and then Sora wasn't there, obviously we would know what happened to him at least. It doesn't matter if we know where he went or what he did or anything. We didn't need like a 30-40 second clip explaining really what happened to Sora. As long as we had that context that he did use the power of waking incorrectly and we know what the consequences of that are, then yeah, obviously that would have been a lot more satisfying and it wouldn't have really spoiled anything more or less. If anything, it just would have given us a little bit more context so we could understand the power of waking just a little bit better. Okay, so moving on, the next thing that I did not like about the ending is the fact that, well, Xehanort sort of just gave up. If you look back on Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, the endings are pretty gruesome. I mean, in the first one, Ansem's kind of just blowing up and, you know, like, then he opens up the door to Kingdom Hearts and he gets annihilated by the light. And then with Xemnas, you know, Riku and Sora just go full sicko mode and absolutely demolish him, and it was just really epic. Whereas at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, we beat Xehanort and it looked like it was being really epic, but then he sort of just gave up. I mean, Eraqus showed up and was like, all right, Xehanort, it's over. And then, you know, Xehanort was sort of like, yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, it's over. I mean, to me, it was just super out of character for Xehanort, and for somebody that was sort of behind everything that caused all this misery and despair, and for the exact same person that impaled Kairi with a Keyblade just a few cutscenes before that. I mean, it just kind of was weird, especially with how epic the final battle was. I really did want to smack Xehanort up, and I did really want to see some sort of gruesome ending. However, that just really wasn't the case here. I give Xehanort's defeat a C at best, and that's being sort of generous, sort of because of the fact that I was thinking about the fact that, you know, since he is such this bad, twisted, evil person in the eyes of the light, he is sort of just, the fact that he's exposed like that and his character really shifts, that does sort of metaphorically, symbolically, like sort of, I guess, defeat him in a way. I mean, you know, he does stop, and obviously, you know, he left with Eraqus, and he's going to the Great Beyond, or wherever hearts go when they die. But yeah, so basically, it just seemed out of character to me, and it really was sort of anticlimactic, although, like I said, metaphorically and symbolically, it was, you know, his defeat, and it was sort of a beautiful thing, him leaving with Eraqus and stuff. I didn't think it needed that, you know? I mean, that could have been in like a hidden cutscene or maybe, you know, put in somewhere else in the game's like future or something. But overall, I did just sort of think it was anticlimactic, and I didn't really like the fact that Xehanort sort of just gave up. Especially with his history with Eraqus trying to sort of sway him and calm him down and everything, especially back in Birth by Sleep. It was sort of weird that it worked this time. Like, I don't know. That's just me though. And I sort of added this to the last minute because while I was recording the cutscenes to narrate over, and I was sort of just trying to get it fresh in my mind, this is something that I really realized that I didn't like, or something that disappointed me, and it was that Sora and Kairi did not kiss. Now look, I'm not one of those fanfic people. I don't usually do the whole shipping thing, but to me, since I was a kid, it's always been heavily implied that Sora and Kairi have this sort of underlying like emotional connection, and it definitely hints at the fact that they should sort of like have a relationship at this point. But, you know, obviously with everything going on, I mean, you know, who cares? That's fine. And again, I'm not a shipper. I don't really, you know, dive deep into that. But for me as a child, I was just like, oh, Sora and Kairi, Sora and Kairi, Sora and Kairi, you know, like that sort of thing. So the fact that this game sort of delivered with everything, and the most that we got was them sort of holding hands at the end, I mean, like, they were so close. My reaction to this, I swear, like, if they did some romantic thing where they did more than just hugging or holding hands, like, if he laid one on her, man, oh my god, like, that would have just been absolutely just ridiculous. Like, wow. Wow. However, that is something that I can sort of live without. I did just want to add that to the negatives of the ending just because, you know, it just would have been a nice little touch, and it was very teased and heavily applied, like I said, in the ending where they were sitting on the tree and they were holding the hands and Kairi cried and they were sort of leaning in just a little bit, and then Sora faded away. Like, thanks, Nomura. Thank you. Thank you for that. However, overall, looking back at the ending and after making this video, writing my thoughts down and really just talking out loud, it has helped me really determine whether or not I did think the Kingdom Hearts 3 ending was good or not. There are a ton of good things about the ending when it comes to the visuals, the music, the resolution, and everything. However, there are a couple of bad things, whereas there wasn't enough explaining in certain parts, or some things were just done incorrectly. Although there are overwhelming positives with the ending, in my opinion, versus the bad, I do have to say that some of the things with the ending that I didn't like sort of outweigh some of the good things when it comes to the ending, so I can't give this ending a perfect score, so I am for now just going to give it an 8 out of 10. The ending for Kingdom Hearts 3 was definitely one of the best of the series. However, there are some in the series, just like for, you know, my own personal taste. I thought the ending of Kingdom Hearts 2 is definitely just going to be unbeatable. No matter how long the franchise really goes on for, I don't think it's ever going to be beaten, and I really do think that that was one of the best executed endings of all time. But the Kingdom Hearts 3 ending is right behind it, and I definitely think it is one of the best in the series. Despite some of the bad things, there are an overwhelming amount of good things. So guys, now that this is the end of the video, I would like to know your thoughts. Please let me know down below. What was your favorite Kingdom Hearts ending, and what was your least favorite Kingdom Hearts ending? Also, if you want, just let me know what you guys thought about the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3. Please give it a score out of 10. Explain some of your thoughts down below. I really am looking forward to see what you guys have to say. So yeah, with all that being said, don't forget to do that. Like the video, most importantly, subscribe to my channel for more Kingdom Hearts 3 content. If you guys want, you can hit the bell button and you will be notified every time I upload. And yeah, that helps me a lot, and also just helps you guys stay up to date with everything that I'm doing. So yeah, do all that. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.